Town's final season. Wow. Premieres tonight on TBS at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time and airs every single Tuesday after that until its series completion. And one of the stars, Josh Hopkins, in studio, in the flesh. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, sir.
I've not seen you since the Big Slick in Kansas City.
Kansas City. That was a good time, wasn't it?
Yeah, let me tell you something. That is a great charity event, great tournament, Kansas City event that we've talked about here on this program. And how did you get fixed up with Stone Street and those guys and Rudd and those guys?
I'm just really great looking.
Yes, that's
and
true.
And they needed more face there.
Yeah.
So, of course, they'd call me.
And then you arrived, and then we start sweating from every pore in our body.
It was really hot.
95-degree heat trying to hit a wiffle ball in the left field.
And I did poorly. I had forgotten that's hard.
How did you do in that wiffle ball game?
0 for 2.
The only reason why I asked that is because, you hit
a home run.
I went yard.
He did. He went yard. I was there. He went yard.
Wait, so you can verify this as well?
Yes.
Yeah, he went yard.
This feels like a fishtail that just keeps getting bigger and
I saw it. I was there.
Everything we know.
Can you believe they don't believe me, Josh?
I was there.
That is absurd.
All right.
This man was there.
All right.
So step down.
It was impressive. It was really impressive.
So Josh Hopkins of Cougar Town, again, premiering tonight, final season, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TBS. You are a Rams fan. Why? Why are you a Rams fan?
It's an odd story. I mean, I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky, and traditionally everybody's a Bengals fan there. It's hour and a half
that's right there
from Cincinnati.
Sure.
But when I was like 5, 6 years old, watching a game with my dad, I liked the Rams uniforms. I was like, those are cool.
Now, is this the Ferragamo era? Is that what this is? Yes.
This is slightly before. This is Pat Hayden.
Youngblood?
Yeah, both. Jim and Jack.
Okay.
Youngblood era. Sure. And I just started loving them. Back then, there was no sports center. You had to follow the box score every day. I was that into it at a young age. And followed, the Youngbloods, there we go. Here's some Rams stuff.
Get some Rams footage.
Ferragamo. And Ferragamo came, and then Dickerson came. And that's when I really, there he is. Eric Dickerson,
running
Sealy,
so
Texas.
high, just running so high with those goggles.
1,808 yards is his rookie year. 2,105, still a record.
Wow.
And man's bad.
I like it.
In fact, I've seen him around since I've lived in Los Angeles every once in a while, and I just kind of...
Do you fanboy him? Do you fanboy him?
Oh, yes. I just saunter up and I'm like, 1,808 yards, 2,105 yards, it's still the best ever, and just kind of saunter off. And I feel like if he must think there's just a bunch of weird guys about my age that just kind of know everything about him.
Just whisper his stats and walk
I know
away.
he wouldn't recognize me, but I think if he ever saw Cougar Town, he'd be like, I don't know why I'm weirded out by that guy.
Or why am I thinking of my rookie stats all of a sudden?
Yes.
It's like you've subliminally planted it in his head while he watches Cougar Town.
Yeah, I've creeped him out lots of times, and I'm proud of it.
I told that a story earlier, probably on your way here, about I creeped out Don Mattingly as many times as I possibly could.
And you feel good about it, right?
I did.
There's nothing you can do.
No shame. There is no shame in that sort of thing,
That was my guy.
Josh Hopkins here again from Cougar Town. Are you a fantasy player? Do you play fantasy football?
I am.
How'd you do this year?
Unfortunate year. Really unfortunate. And it's more embarrassing because my first pick was DeMarco Murray. And I still had a bad year.
Yeah?
That's bad. Monty Ball was my second pick. That'll really
crush
hurt.
you. That'll
really hurt.
Yeah, that'll crush you. What's the name of your team? Is it Safe for Work? Can you say it on the air?
Oh, really inventive. The Josh Hopkins team. Yeah.
So the avatar is the most handsome photograph of you that you could find? Yes. Just go ahead for your fantasy teams.
Yeah, we just kind of, this is like, so many leagues in, we're over all the cute names. We're just, Hopkins, we trade with them.
Right. I want you to chime in on our poll question. That, by the way, is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. Stop overpaying for razors with shave technology you don't need. DollarShaveClub.com delivers amazing razors and grooming supplies right to my door for a couple bucks. You might be able to use it right now, Josh. Shave time, shave money. Upgrade to DollarShaveClub.com. That's DollarShaveClub.com. What's the poll question? Let's get Josh on it.
Which team hosting a divisional round game this weekend is most vulnerable? Broncos, Patriots, Seahawks, Packers.
Which one do you think?
Broncos.
You think the Colts can go in there and knock them off?
I don't think Peyton's Peyton right now.
Interesting.
The people agree with you, Josh. 39% say Broncos.
Something's wrong.
What do you mean?
Doesn't look
physically?
Right. Yes.
You think?
Yes, he doesn't look right. It's not they're keeping the lid on him. Something's wrong, Peyton. It's not right.
You know, he hears that though, and this is the guy. He feeds off of that sort of stuff.
I hope he hears it. I love him. But I just feel like he's not. You know, he can hear it all he wants, but if he's not physically able to put the same zip on the ball,
right?
Something's not right.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. That's the last game of the, and they'll know at that time if they're playing for the right to go to New England or maybe host an AFC Championship game against the Baltimore Ravens. We have a photograph that I'm going to describe to the radio audience. It is you, sir, with Johnny Football. Just from the ESPYs this year?
This was 2 years.
2 years ago?
ESPYs, yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's a totally fake. I don't know him at all. I just put that up there saying.
You selfied him?
We did
you
it.
selfie him?
Oh,
you
yeah. I told you we'd do it, brah. I don't know. I don't know him at all, but I just thought that would make me look cool. Yeah. I have one with Clowney also from that year. So he went #1. I said, we could do it if we worked hard.
There it is.
Like that. Yep.
There you are.
From my best friend ever.
And see? We did it.
There you go. And man, did they both have great rookie seasons. Josh,
yeah.
Maybe you're the cooler. Are you the cooler?
Yikes.
I hope not. I hope.
Well,
that was rough.
You're not the cooler.
No, I'm not the cooler.
No, you're definitely not. And were you there? You were there this year for Stewart's speech?
I was there. I know.
What was that like? Because I was out of town for that one.
Well, I know everyone here has a heavy heart, and I'm very sorry. It was a beautiful speech. You know, you see the charisma in the guy on SportsCenter and on TV, but usually he's very light and funny. And to see him, and his body was frail.
Yes.
And to see him go there with so much life in his words and everything he said, and so inspirational, and you saw how frail he was, but he still gave you. I thought, if anybody could beat this, it's this guy.
I did too. I thought the same thing too. Certainly, and then he brought his daughter up at the end of the speech.
Beautiful words.
What a night.
You know, the way they showed him there, the way he worked out till the end, like just crazy, like he would not let it change his life. I was privileged to be there for that speech.
Well, I appreciate you coming in today. Stay right there because the radio audience is going to go away. We're going to show a clip. We'll talk a little bit of Cougar Town in a minute, okay?
I love it.
That's right. That's Josh Hopkins. Follow him, as I do, on Twitter, at Mr. Josh Hopkins. Also, Instagram. Is it the same thing on Instagram, too?
Yep.
Mr. Josh Hopkins. Right here. And, of course, Cougar Town tonight. Final season premieres on TBS at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time and airs every Tuesday after that. We're back with more on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.